Imagine being told you're just a farmer, that your hands are too rough to touch the steering wheel of the world's greatest sports car. In 1962, a man named Enzo Ferrari said exactly that to one of his best customers. It was a mistake that would change automotive history forever. Today, the name Lamborghini represents the pinnacle of hyperluxury, a global symbol of rebellion, speed, and raw, unyielding power. But the story of the Raging Bull isn't just about fast cars and scissor doors. It's a story of military improvisation, a 10 lire mechanical secret, and a grudge that birthed the supercar. Who really invented Lamborghini? It wasn't just a man, it was a revolution. Our story begins on April 28, 1916, in the rural municipality of Rhodes di Cento. Ferruccio Elio Arturo Lamborghini was born to a family of grape growers viticulturists. But while his father, Antonio, looked at the soil, Ferruccio looked at the machines that tilled it. Even as a kid, he had a cognitive disconnect from manual farming. He didn't want to pick grapes. He wanted to dismantle the equipment. He turned a stable on the family farm into a workshop where he reassembled household tools. This passion led him to the Fratelli Taddia Technical School in Bologna, where he mastered industrial design. Then came 1940. The world was at war. Ferruccio was conscripted into the Italian Royal Air Force and sent to the island of Rhodes. He was assigned to the Auto Centro, the unit responsible for keeping every truck, motorcycle, and combat vehicle on the island running. This was Ferruccio's true laboratory. Rhodes was isolated. There were no spare parts coming from the mainland. He became a master of mechanical improvisation, salvage repairing complex engines with whatever he could find from captured or wrecked vehicles. When the island fell to the British in 1945, Ferruccio was taken as a prisoner of war. But even the British recognized his genius. They put him to work in their motoring department, where he learned the secrets of British engineering. When he finally returned to Italy in 1946, he wasn't just a mechanic, he was a veteran of high-intensity industrial logistics. Post-war, Italy was devastated but desperate for food. Ferruccio saw an opportunity. He started buying discarded military hardware from error centers and turning them into tractors. In 1948, he released the Carioca. It was a hybrid masterpiece. Engine, 6-cylinder Morris sourced from surplus British trucks. The secret weapon, a patented fuel atomizer that allowed the tractor to start on expensive petrol and then switch to cheap diesel once the engine was hot. By the early 1960s, Ferruccio was one of the wealthiest men in Italy. His factory was producing 30 units a day, and he had the money to indulge his true passion, high-performance sports cars. Ferruccio owned Alfas, Maseratis, and the zenith of automotive prestige, a Ferrari 250 GT. But there was a problem. He was an aggressive driver, and he kept burning out the clutch. He grew tired of taking the car back to Maranello for expensive repairs. One day, he had his own tractor mechanics pull the Ferrari apart. What they found shocked him. The high-performance Ferrari clutch was the exact same unit Ferruccio used in his tractors. Ferrari was charging him 1,000 lire for a part that cost Ferruccio only 10 lire to procure for his farm equipment. Ferruccio went to see Enzo Ferrari. He told him, "Your cars are rubbish." Enzo's response was a legendary dismissal. "You are a tractor driver, a farmer. You shouldn't complain driving my cars because they're the best cars in the world." That insult was the spark. Ferruccio decided he would build a better car, one that was as fast as a Ferrari, but as reliable as a tractor. In May 1963, Automobili Lamborghini SPA was born. He built a state-of-the-art factory in Sant'Agata Bolognese and recruited the engineering A-team, many of whom had just left Ferrari during the Great Walkout of 1961. His first production car, the 350 GT, debuted in 1964. It was elegant, with a top speed of 250 kilometers per hour. But it was 1966 that changed the world forever. The Miura was conceived in secret by Dallara, Stanzani, and Wallace after their regular shifts. It was the first production road car to feature a rear mid-engine layout. To fit the massive V12, They mounted it sideways, transversely. With styling by Marcello Gandini at Bertone, it was only 105 centimeters tall. It looked like nothing else on Earth. A max speed, 278 km/h. Legacy. It was so revolutionary that the term supercar was coined specifically to describe it. But the Raging Bull was about to face a financial storm. In 1971, the Bolivian government canceled a massive order for 5,000 tractors. The 1973 oil crisis followed, and labor costs in Italy skyrocketed. Disillusioned, Ferruccio sold his stake in the company between 1972 and 1974. He retired to his estate in Umbria to produce wine, including the famous Saint di Miura Blood of the Bull. He passed away in 1993, but his brand lived on through a corporate carousel of owners. We saw the iconic Countach in 1974, which defined the wedge era. Then came the Chrysler era in 1987. Chrysler bankrolled the development of the Diablo, which reached 325 kilometers per hour, though designer Marcello Gandini hated how Chrysler softened his original aggressive lines. On July 10, 1998, everything changed. Audi AG, Volkswagen Group, acquired Lamborghini for $110 million. They brought Teutonic precision to Italian soul. This era gave us the Murcielago, the Aventador, and the Gallardo, the most successful Lamborghini of its time, selling over 14,000 units. Now, we are in the era of the Dirizione Soar Tauri, strategy the roadmap to hybridization. The Revuelto, launched in 2023, is the first HBV, high-performance electrified vehicle, using a V12 paired with 3 electric motors for 1,001 HP. But in early 2026, Lamborghini made a shocking decision. They officially canceled the Lanzador, which was supposed to be their first all-electric model. Why? Because CEO Stefan Winkelmann found that customer demand for an electric supercar was close to zero. Wealthy clients want the brand emotion, the sound, and the tactile roar of the engine. For now, the Raging Bull will stay hybrid, keeping the internal combustion engine alive through 2030. Today, Lamborghini is a study in contradictions, German precision and Italian passion. It remains bold, aggressive, and unyielding, just like the Miura Bulls that inspired it. If you enjoyed the story of the Raging Bull, which Lamborghini is the GOAT, the Miura, the Countach, or the Revuelto, let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we will see you in the next chapter of Car Stories.